This is the Offside, and welcome to another episode of the Real Recap, where we cover the latest news and rumors surrounding Real Madrid. But without further ado, let's get started. So to kick things off, we're going to take a look at Madrid's last two fixtures. The first game they played was against Las Palmas and it ended in a 1-1 draw. The start of this game was not particularly good for Madrid, and it only took them 4 minutes to concede a goal. And to be honest, Madrid seemed pretty unorganized for the majority of this match, but they did pick it up later on in the second half. Around the 66th minute mark, Real Madrid were awarded a penalty due to a handball. Ultimately, the opportunity fell to Vini Jr. to take the penalty kick. He looked rather calm in kind of a pressure-packed situation, but he gave a good run-up and then he put the ball to the right side. Now, for the rest of this match, Madrid still looked very unorganized and they just couldn't keep possession of the ball for long periods of time. Now, for the next match, Real Madrid took on Real Betis at home. The game ultimately ended in a 2-0 win for Madrid. In this game, I felt Madrid looked so much more comfortable. They actually maintained better possession of the ball. They had some build-up play. Ultimately, some shots didn't hit the target and didn't end up as goals, but the build-up play was a lot better than I've seen from them in recent games. Obviously, this isn't Real Madrid's final form, but it did look a lot better than some of the previous games. And it was in this game that we got the long-awaited Mbappe goal. It took 3 games for him to get his first La Liga goal, but people were acting like if this dude was an absolute garbage bag out there. The dude is really fucking good. It was only a matter of time before he scored. Mbappe's first goal was assisted by a beautiful back heel assist by Fede Valverde. Kylian's reflexes were also on point because that pass was very unexpected, but he still found a move to get into the box to get a powerful shot off into the net. So once Kylian got off his mark, it didn't take him long to get his second goal for Madrid. The second goal came via penalty, a penalty that was won by Vini Jr. Vini Jr. ultimately decided to let Kylian Mbappe take the shot. And just like that, for everybody that was waiting for Kylian's downfall, unfortunately for them, they're going to have to wait a little longer. So now let's touch on a couple of my final thoughts on these 2 games. First and foremost, in my opinion, Real Madrid are lacking consistency. That's the only thing we need to focus on if we want to improve going forward. But also, the lack of consistency is in major part due to the absence of Toni Kroos. Some people who don't know football look at Toni Kroos and they just say, oh, he's a sideways passer, he doesn't do anything really to help the team, but they just don't know football. This man single-handedly controlled large portions of the game for Madrid. He was there to manage the whole game. But the fact that Toni was never some super flashy player that would call for all this attention, people don't realize how fucking good this guy was and how bad Real Madrid is actually missing him right now. The adjustments that Carlo Ancelotti's had to make to this team to basically make up for Toni's absence is crazy. He has to rely on 2 to maybe 3 players to replace the single player that Toni Kroos was. But with the new attacking talent that came through the door, people were focused on these past games. People were focused on how bad the attack was and how bad the defense was. But what I'm here to say is basically the midfield is what's supposed to provide balance to the team. They're supposed to be the transition point between defense and offense. If you don't have a good solid midfield that can control large portions of the game, your team is not going to be very good. So in Toni's absence, Aurelien Tchouameni has to be the player that's going to provide defensive structure and support to the back line. But in my opinion, the most key player in the midfield has to be Federico Valverde. Federico Valverde is the engine. He's the heart and soul of this team. Without him this season, Madrid, I don't know where they would be. He's the only one that's played consistently well, and he's the main reason that Madrid has not dropped more points. He helps the defense, he helps build the attack, he helps control the midfield. The dude does everything, and we need him to keep doing so for Madrid to reach their full potential this season. Similar to Toni Kroos, people who are not Madrid fans or don't watch the games regularly, they're not going to notice that Federico Valverde was actually the best player on Madrid in these past few games. This dude is everywhere, he does everything, and he will continue to do so because he wants to win everything. The dude is a fucking winner. The dude is the best midfielder in the world right now. Even though Fede is an absolute fucking savage, we still need help in the midfield, and 2 of our best players are out due to injury in the midfield. Jude Bellingham is out. He provides a lot of control. He provides a lot of creativity to the midfield. Also, Eduardo Camavinga. He also provides creativity and control and helps defend. These two players are very, very key to Madrid's success this season, and I can't wait for them to get back so we can see the squad at full strength. But that's enough of my little rant. Let me stop yapping and let's take a look at La Liga standings this year so far. Last week, Madrid was in 4th place. This week, we are up to 2nd place behind the rivals Barcelona. Barcelona's first 4 games have been excellent. They've played 4 and they won 4 games. They are actually really good right now, and that's why they are leading the table with 12 points. Madrid is currently in 2nd place with only 8 points because we drew 2 of the games. So in order for Madrid to keep competing for La Liga, they need to find the consistency and keep winning games and stop dropping points to lower level teams. But now let's take a look at Real Madrid's next 2 upcoming games. Madrid's next game is as a visitor to Real Sociedad in La Liga. Sociedad is currently sitting at 12th in the league, but this is one of the games that I need Madrid to focus in on and not drop any points. But after that game, Madrid's next game is in the Champions League and they're going to take on Stuttgart. By the time that this game rolls around, hopefully Madrid find the consistency that they're looking for so we can start off the Champions League campaign on a strong note. But now, unfortunately, again, we have some injury updates. According to Fabrizio Romano's report, Daniel Ceballos has suffered an ankle injury and he's probably going to miss the next 6 to 8 weeks for Madrid. Hope he recovers faster than the allotted timeline, but he will miss the next couple weeks at least. On a slightly better note, Jude Bellingham posted on Instagram and he posted kind of a picture of him with September 5th on his back. Hopefully that's around the time that he should be expected back. Jude Bellingham is a great part of this team and I think he can provide a lot for this team, specifically how it's designed today. Now also Madrid's starting left back Ferland Mendy looks to have an injury, but the injury doesn't seem to be serious and it just kind of might be an overworked injury where he can just relax for a couple days and get back on the pitch soon. But if you guys have made it this far, you guys are fucking awesome. And that's all I have for now. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And like always, a la Madrid.